Good afternoon and welcome. I am super excited to have you all here piling into this Zoom room because we have 6 great schools with just 6 minutes to give you highlights about what they have to offer you. So come on in. My name is Jay. I am your StriveScan facilitator, and we want to welcome you to the Michigan Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Again, we have 6 schools with just 6 minutes to give you their highlights about why they're the right school for you. I've got some housekeeping items before we get started, and then I'll pass it on over to our presenters. But the first thing is there is a Q&A button that you should see at the top or bottom of your screen. Utilizing that Q&A button is how you can ask questions to our presenters at any time. The only request we have is that if you have a question for a specific school, please list that school in the question so the right representative can reach back out to you. Also, you can see and hear us, but we cannot see and hear you. Your audio, your video, all of that is turned off. Also, this is just one of many sessions that StriveScan is hosting as part of this career fair, our college fair. So if you want to register for more sessions, we would love for you to do so. And finally, the session is being recorded. So if anything happens where your internet goes out or you miss the contact information for someone, you can absolutely find that again within 1 week at strivescan.com/Michigan. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and we're going to bring up our first school with Northern Michigan University. Come on and take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jay. I'm going to go ahead and share out my screen here. Nice, beautiful sunset picture. I know I'm in Traverse City, Michigan, so it's a little bit cold. It was like 32 degrees today, so I'm kind of wishing I was here on a beach. But I am Jillian. I work with Northern Michigan University in the admissions office, and we are up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in the nice little fun college town of Marquette, Michigan. So going right into it, the biggest question I get hands down all the time is, doesn't it snow a lot? And the answer is a complete bold, big yellow yes. It absolutely does. We do not die down in the winter time at all, though. We get up to a lot of really awesome fun things. Surfing is actually at the top of our list in the February season, if you could believe that. But a lot of skiing, a lot of snowboarding, a lot of awesome winter activities. We do get on average about 14 feet of snow per year. I do think my Michigan Tech friends, though, on the call, they might be able to top me on that one. So you do kind of have to at least not hate the snow to like NMU, or at least kind of consider us. So that does happen. Location wise, if you've never kind of visited or never even maybe thought about us, that nice little gold end there, we're about 3 hours from the Mackinac Bridge. So I usually say however long it takes you to drive up to the Mackinac Bridge, add 3 more hours to the west, and then you are in Marquette, Michigan. So that's kind of give you a size comparison. It's definitely for those adventure seeking minded people. So if you're kind of looking to get something that's really off the beaten path, that's kind of got like a Colorado, Lake Tahoe type of vibe, you're going to fit right in. A lot of those great things happen. Really fun, friendly college town. And we're about 26,000 people with about 7,600 students enrolled at NMU. So a little bit deeper on that, one of the biggest things, if a student's probably not picking us for the location, they're most likely going to be picking us because of how we actually look at education. So on average, your class sizes are only about 30 people or less. So very small class sizes. We're like that nice Goldilocks size. We're not huge, but we're also not tiny. So a lot of really great things kind of come with that. Your teachers are absolutely going to know your name. So the professors will totally call you out. They see you skipping class. They're going to know what's going on in your life. They're going to care a lot about your education and what goes on personally with you as well. It's a big cornerstone of what we do there. So that might be for you, but that might be a little bit too close for comfort. And I completely understand if that is your vibe there as well. But that's what you're going to be looking at in terms of our academics and class size. Going just slightly deeper on that, you might hear us in the news for our medicinal plant chemistry program. That is one of our bigger headlining items. Really cool 4-year bachelor's degree program. We also have a brand new indoor agriculture 2-year degree. So take advantage of some of those. Those are a little bit more of our spicier programs. We do have our forensic research outdoor station as well, which is actually a body farm that holds up to about 30 human bodies. So that's for any of my crime scene people. So if you're thinking kind of cause of death, time of death, how long a body's been there for, that's a pretty unique program and very special to us. Everything that goes down the line here and what you're going to see is we're very, very hands-on. So it's not so much like take a PowerPoint, read a book and go home. You're really building those skills and really doing what you're going to be doing on the job in the classroom. That's a big, big focus for us in terms of the programs. It might sound like I'm throwing a lot of programs at you because I am. We have just under 180 to choose from. So we're also not a school that does like everybody does a 4-year bachelor's degree. Some people will do a 1-year program, some will do 2, some will do 4 years. It really really is focused on you and what you're looking for. That green column to the side of your screen there, that's going to show you our top areas, which I would say are most popular programs. We're really known for nursing, a lot in the biology area, really cool art and design department as well. Really fun perk with tuition, every student gets a brand new laptop. So everybody gets a Lenovo ThinkPad. If you do any of the art and design programs, you get a MacBook Pro. So that's kind of a cool aspect of what we do. Going a little bit deeper here, I know housing can cause a lot of anxiety, and you're probably going to be wondering, like, what is it even going to be looking like to live there on campus? We have some really cool dorm facilities and residence halls that we really hook you up in. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to like where you live. They've got granite countertops and hardwood floors. There's an app that tells you when your laundry is ready. It's nicer than my apartment. So a lot of really great living styles. All of this is on our website, nmu.edu. You can take a look deeper at the floor plans and all of those good things. The biggest thing with housing for us is we do require all of our freshmen and sophomore to live on campus for your first 2 years. So that's a big thing to take away with housing. But this is kind of just a nice little bird's eye snapshot into what one of the actual residence hall setups kind of looks like. Last thing with us too, the biggest piece of what we do is we want you to feel comfortable being you. It's all about our campus community. It's all about the friendships and the partnerships and the networking you're going to have on campus. We have a whole host of support systems in place, a writing center, a tutoring center, counseling services, you name it. There's somebody on campus that's going to be there around the whole aspect of your entire education. So we really put a lot of focus and emphasis into making sure you're comfortable and you're really enjoying and loving where you live. So that's a big thing of what we do there. And last thing, just for me, you might want to screenshot this little link down there at the bottom, that nmu.edu/admission/virtual. We are fully open right now, fully doing in-person campus tours. So if you want to come up and see us, we definitely want to have you there. So take advantage of that link. You can register right online for a visit and get to see a little bit more than we could go and do today. So definitely come up. We'd love to have you on campus. And that is kind of my whole bird's eye view of NMU.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jillian. Really appreciate that. We'll move right along now to our second presenter with Kettering University. Come on up, Alicia.
Thank you so much, Jay. I'll get my slides ready to go. So here we are. My name is Alicia Flood, and I'm an assistant director of admissions at Kettering University. For those of you that haven't heard of Kettering University before, we are actually in mid-Michigan. So if we throw up our mitten here, we're right in the center almost. We're located in Flint, Michigan. We've been around for about 100 years, and we started off as General Motors Institute. So we've always really focused in on the STEM degrees and programs. We used to solely be that mechanical, automotive engineering, but we've really expanded since then. But we still really focus primarily on engineering. We still have that mechanical. We have industrial, we have electrical, computer engineering, chemical engineering. We also have computer science is really big at Kettering. We do even have management programs, pre-med programs. So a lot of STEM focused degrees. We are a smaller school. We have about 2,000 students total. So a lot of great benefits come with going to one of those smaller schools. Your classroom size is going to be roughly about 20 to 25 students. We do have all faculty members teaching, no graduate students teaching, no teaching assistants either. So you're really going to get to know your professors. They're going to get to know you. You're going to get to know your classmates as well. What's also kind of nice at Kettering is that you actually start right in your program. So you're not going to be taking a couple years of those general education courses. You actually get to jump right into the engineering courses or classes related to your major too. So you get to start feeling it out right away as you start at Kettering. We are also extremely hands-on. So with every class, you will have a hands-on component with it too. So just about every class, or about half of campus, is consisted of labs. So think of your high school right now. If half of your high school was labs, lots of hands-on opportunities. So that's very similar to how Kettering is set up. We have also maker spaces. We have 3D printing factories. We have tons of labs that students can just kind of do their own projects outside of class as well. You do have lots of support on campus as well through academic success services. We have tutoring opportunities. You'll have an academic advisor to help you along the way too. But we kind of take that hands-on opportunity and we go a little bit further through our co-op program. So at Kettering, every student actually works half the year and they go to school for half the year. So every 3 months they're rotating. So they'll do school for 3 months full-time on campus. And then the next 3 months, they will actually go to work full-time with a company, working a job that's related to their industry or to their major that they're interested in. So that adds up to be about 2 to 2.5 years of professional work experience. And like I said, that does start freshman year. You do actually get paid for your co-op as well. So students can make anywhere from $40,000 to $65,000 through their co-op program. So they are paid pretty generously and they are working on real projects. Students aren't just working at these companies to shadow or just walk around and watch other people. They have their responsibilities. They're working on their own projects as well. And you have a lot of support when finding a co-op position too. We partner with over 400 companies. So there are lots of different things to choose from. We have students in all different industries all over the United States as well. You will have a co-op manager that helps you through this process. They'll help you with a resume. They'll help you apply to positions. They'll help you with interviewing skills. So you're not just randomly placed in a co-op. You do actually have a say in where you want to end up for your work experience too. So we host job fairs. The co-op team helps students find jobs, and then students can also apply to jobs themselves. But this is a great opportunity for students to really get a feel for their major and kind of see what they like about it, what they don't like about it, if they even like their major, right? Sometimes students go into co-op and they realize, maybe this isn't for me, this major. So it's a great opportunity. We kind of have the mindset at Kettering that we don't want you to just have the degree. We want you to have all of that work experience. And that's what really sets our students up for success. But it's not all work and school at Kettering. We do have a lot of great opportunities on campus for student life. We have over 60 clubs and organizations. We are extremely involved in FIRST Robotics. We have a FIRST Robotics community center. We also have competitive teams through Society of Automotive Engineers. They do Formula One. We do have a auto drive team as well that we were chosen to participate with. We have a mini proving grounds right on campus too. So lots of things you can get involved in right on campus. Students do live on campus that first year, their freshman year, but you get your own dorm room, which is awesome setup. You can bring a car for free to campus as well. There's lots of scholarships through Kettering as well. When you're looking at Kettering, we're a private school, so tons of merit-based scholarships or scholarships through Kettering as well. So some great opportunities, and then we are ranked nationally for that career preparation. So I do hope that you guys check us out a little bit more. We are running tours right now only for accepted students, so lots of virtual opportunities to check out Kettering though on our website. Also, social media is a great place as well, but hopefully we'll be able to see you guys on campus in the summer. I believe we'll be bringing back some tours for students. So that kind of wraps up my quick presentation on Kettering, and I will send it back to Jay.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alicia. Really appreciate that. And our third presenter is with Michigan Technological University. Go ahead and take it away, Lauren.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren Flanagan. I'm going to get my screen shared here. All right, hopefully you can all see that. Thank you so much for spending time with us on your Sunday afternoon. My name is Lauren. As I mentioned, I'm one of a small handful of other admissions counselors here in the state of Michigan. So we'll make sure to get contact information to you at the end. But let's talk about Michigan Tech. Like Northern, who you heard from first, we are in the Upper Peninsula, the absolutely beautiful Upper Peninsula. If you can see my background behind me, we're right on the water. We're just 10 miles off of Lake Superior. And about 9-hour drive from Detroit for reference. We have a really good sized student population. Undergraduate student enrollment is right around 5,600 students. So again, it's that good kind of sweet spot in size where you get lots of opportunities to choose the right classes and majors, but small enough where classes stay small and you do get to know those professors and your fellow students really well and build that community right away. A lot of people know Michigan Tech as an engineering school, and that certainly is our lifeblood and our history. We were started as a mining college back in 1885, but we have over 120 areas of study. So you do not have to be an engineer to come to Michigan Tech, contrary to popular belief, though many students do choose us to study engineering. But you can see a list of all kinds of areas of study, including an accredited business college, our computer science and College of Computing, forestry, and a lot of health professions as well. Plenty to choose from. Regardless of what you choose, the common thread among all of our programs is that you will graduate with lots of experience doing the work that you've learned how to do in the classroom. So whether that's getting out on our research vessel, the Agassiz, and doing some water research, or maybe you're building clean snowmobiles with Formula SAE. They just swept the national competition, by the way, and won everything in the Clean Snowmobile Challenge. Or maybe you're working in the unit operations lab for chemical engineering, which is arguably the best lab in the Midwest, if not the country, for chemical engineering. Co-ops, internships, all of that is part of the experience at Michigan Tech. So there's a reason why over 400 companies come to our campus each year in the UP. They're not on their way to anywhere else. They're stopping for our students because our students have done the work that they're going to be asked to do out there in industry. We have a 98% job placement rate. That's in the chosen field of study, not just any random job, with average starting salaries right out of your bachelor's degree of around $66,000 per year. The adults here in the room can tell you that's good money when you're just starting out right out of college. And so that return on that expensive college investment, because college is expensive no matter where you go, is really there when you graduate from Michigan Tech. I'll take one of the other reps said, it's not all work. It's not all classwork. We have fun too. Experiencing everything in the UP is such a huge part of your time when you're a Michigan Tech student. And yes, just like at NMU, we get a ton of snow. And our students really love to celebrate the heck out of that with Winter Carnival, with our own ski hill, going to hockey games. But it's not snow all year round. As you can see in the picture, there's plenty of opportunity to enjoy the warm weather as well. Hanging out in your dorm, joining one of our 230 clubs and organizations. It really runs the gamut. Oh yeah, here's some non-snow pictures and some snow pictures. One of the best experiences at Michigan Tech is Winter Carnival. It's just a chance for our students to celebrate all the snow and celebrate just the unique culture of the UP. And then another favorite event on campus each year is our Parade of Nations. We draw an incredibly diverse student body. And so we really like to celebrate that by having a literal parade of nations and a lot of cultural celebrations as well. I want to talk very quickly about the admission process, because I know especially if you're coming up on your senior year, this can be kind of stressful to think about. There are a lot of colleges out there, us included, where the application process isn't super stressful. We don't have essays. It's a 20-minute free online application. You hear back from us within 2 to 3 weeks. And if you have a B average or better, like a 3.0 or better, you're good to go for admission in most cases. We are test optional, so you can send test scores if you really want to. If you don't have them or don't want to send them, you don't have to for admission purposes. We try to keep it as streamlined as possible for you. If you are a junior this year, in just 2 short months, less than 2 months, around June 15th, the application opens. So if you want to get one done off your plate this summer before senior year gets busy, go for it, and you'll hear back from us really soon. You'll also automatically be considered for merit scholarships when you apply. So there's tons more to know about the scholarship and financial aid picture, and we'll talk about that as you go through your senior year. You can have some one-on-one conversations, but I want you to know scholarships are out there. We will work very hard to make a Michigan Tech education attainable and affordable for you. That's my last slide, actually. So I will throw my contact information in the chat. And if I'm not your specific college rep for your high school, your county, I'll make sure to connect you with the person who is. Thanks again. Good luck. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Really appreciate that. We are now halfway through our fair this section here. So we're going to move right along to the second half. But just as a reminder, you can use that Q&A to ask questions to our lovely representatives here. But Hope College, you are next. Come on up.
Hi, thanks, Jay. One moment while I get my screen share. All right, is everyone ever able to see this? Okay, my name is Natalie Wigg and I'm representing Hope College today, and I'm excited to talk to you because I'm a recent graduate, so I can give you a fresh perspective and a recent student perspective.
You know what,
So-
Natalie? I do want to let you know that it's not maximized, so we can't see the whole screen.
Can you see it now?
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, thank you for letting me know. All right, so just to give you an overview, when you come to Hope College, we really want you to have a transformative experience in all aspects. So that goes towards our mind, body, and our spirit. So I'll kind of break that down for you in the different sections as I go and talk about this with you. So for the mind aspect, obviously you're coming to college for the academic aspect. So here at Hope College, we have over 90 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs, whether that be pre-med, pre-vet, or pre-law. When you come to Hope College, we value a liberal arts education. And so all of our freshmen will come in, whether you know what you want to do or you don't, you'll come in the first semester undecided. And during that time, you'll be able to take classes that interest you, classes that you've never taken before, just to kind of get your feet wet in all areas that you might be passionate about. Something that we also value here at Hope is our study abroad experience. We believe that all students should have a cultural mindset and a holistic education. And so over 50% of our students actually study abroad within their 4 years of studying with us. And we're trying to get that number up to 75% of our students because we really value that. Another highlight for Hope College in the mind aspect is our research opportunities here. So we are ranked really high nationally in our research opportunities because we value our undergraduate experience in having our students work closely with their peers and closely with the faculty here in order to work on subjects that interest them, subjects that will help them in their career down the road. And so many of our students actually go on to get published with those research opportunities. So that's something that we invest a lot of our time in towards our students. Going more towards the body aspect. So obviously body in the physical sense, we are a D3 school. So we do not offer scholarship for our athletics because we know that a lot of students come here not only wanting to pursue athletics, but they want to focus on their academics at the same time. So we support our students in however they want to pursue that passion, if it's something that they want to continue from high school. We also have a lot of students who just come in and try it out for the first year, and they actually make our varsity team. So we support our students in all aspects in that case. And then also in the past 2 weeks, our hockey team actually just won the national championships, which is super exciting. That's the second time they've won the national championship in the last 4 years. So my freshman year and my senior year, they've won both, which has been really exciting. And then also body in the sense of the student body. So our students can get involved in all sorts of student groups. We have over 100 different student groups here at Hope College and a ton of traditions. And one of them that you see in this picture here is called the Pull. And so it's actually a giant tug of war. So there's 18 students on each side, freshmen, sophomores. And so they actually go for 3 hours doing this giant tug of war, which is super exciting to watch, super fun to watch. I would definitely recommend if you come here during the fall semester to watch that. Also, since we do live so close to the beach, we live in Holland, Michigan, which right now it's tulip time. So I would recommend coming in the next couple of weeks if you want to see the tulips in full bloom. So many of our students will go to the beach if they just want to unwind, hang out for the day. Even in wintertime, our students always go to the beach to watch sunset. So that's just a fun activity for our students to do. And then the spirit aspect. So we are a Christian college, and so we are rooted in Christian values, and we offer campus ministries. We offer services that allow our students to explore faith and however they are comfortable doing so. We don't require our students to be of any faith background. Actually, the majority of our students are Catholic, so 20% are Catholic, and then the rest of the students come from different denominational backgrounds. And we have some students that do not have any faith at all. And we are here to support students and however they come to our college in whatever the capacity they would like. So we have campus ministries here. We have our small groups, Bible studies. We offer chapel services Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday evenings. And the students who go to chapel want to be there. It's not required of our students. So if chapel is packed, it's because it's something that they really value and want to do. And then just a background on admissions. So our Common App or Hope application will actually open August 1st for the next year, so the next fall. And then you will receive notification by Thanksgiving if you apply to that the early deadline, which is the 1st of November. And then of course, decision day is coming up for those seniors in the next week. But for those of you who are juniors, you will hear back in about a year, which is super exciting if you're wanting to decide by then. And then financial aid. So that's something you don't have to worry about until October when the FAFSA opens up, and then we will start sending out financial aid packages in that February. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. And here's my contact information again. And if you ever want to visit Hope, here's the visit information for you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Natalie. Really appreciate that. We're going to move right along to our next presenter with Alma College. Go ahead and take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabriel Escobedo. I'm accompanied by my colleague, Mercy Verde, who's going to be handling the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let's get started. So welcome to Alma College. We are home of the Scots, located in mid-Michigan or Scotland, USA. Some fast facts about us is we have over 100 different clubs and organizations for students. We have about 1,450 students. We are an NCAA D3 institution. We have 27 different athletic teams, 2 of which just won national. So that is our cheer and our dance team. We also have esports. Our average class size is about 18:1. And our student factor ratio is about 12:1. And our academic calendar is a little different from others. It's called 4-4-1, meaning 4 months in the fall, 4 months in the winter, January to April, and then 1 term called 1 month in May called spring term. So let's talk about what makes Alma unique. And one of the biggest things is the Alma commitment. So it can be summarized in 3 parts. We have on-time graduation guarantee, meaning if you don't graduate on time when it's projected when you first step foot on campus and it's no fault of your own, we're going to pay for an extra semester. Yes, you heard me, a whole semester complete paid for if you do not graduate on time. And how we do that is the second component. So this academic career planning, you're going to be 13 to 18 credit hours every semester. So that's full time. And you're going to have an advisor who is your professor. So someone who has in-depth knowledge of your field to help you get on-hand experience as early as your first year to see if it's the right fit for you. And if it is the right fit for you, so let's say you want to do education, nursing, business, or more, we're going to get you as many contacts as possible, not just through our alumni network, but through the contacts that the professors have to find these really cool internships, externships, or study abroad experience. And if you do find one of those experiences that you want to do, well, we have the third part of the commitment, and that's called our venture grant. You are guaranteed $2,500 for any off-campus experience that you want. And if you need more, you can always apply for more. So let's talk a little bit about our academics. So like I said, we have a hands-on approach to everything we do here on campus. That includes our nursing, business, education, pre-law, and IPHS, which is our health programs. We have over 50 programs of study. And if there's something on our list that we don't actually have, but we have 2 things that are super close, we literally have a make your own major model called program emphasis. A good example of this is we have sports communication and we had business management. So a lot of students combine them, and now we have officially a sports management program here on campus. So let's talk a little bit about campus life. Like I mentioned, we have over 100 student organizations. Some of our biggest ones is our internationally recognized Model UN, our iGEM competition, which is genetic engineering. Like I mentioned, we are NCAA D3 athletics, but we also have intramurals and club sports for students who don't want to be as competitive and just have fun with their friends. We are really big into the performing arts. So we have choir, orchestra, band. We even have a Highland pipe band. So bagpipes, it's really cool. Theater, more Highland arts. All our dorms are newly renovated, especially our first and second year dorms. And we do require students to live all 4 years on campus. And yes, you can have a car your first year. We are not a private Christian institution. And that's mostly because we're accepting of all faiths and we have different services for all faiths. So here's the biggest thing, our financial aid. 100% of our students get some sort of financial aid just for applying. And really what that is our merit-based scholarship. So as you can see here, you're getting from $21,000 to $25,000 just for applying. And that's every year for 4 years. And if your GPA is higher than 3.4, you can get more scholarships. And if you're interested in doing something performance related, you get a scholarship for that. We also have interest-based scholarships, and we also have other awards which include Highland Awards, so if you're outside the state, Opportunity Awards, so if you're a member of our LGBTQ community, an ethnic minority, someone of a different faith, such as Buddhist, Islamic, or Jewish faith, we have scholarships for you. And also, if someone told you about Alma and wants to share the Alma story, well, we have a scholarship for that as well. How to apply, super easy. It is completely free. You can find it on our Alma website or our Common App. We have two ways for you to kind of go through the process of application. One is just submit your high school transcript, and that's it. And as long as you have a 2.75 or higher, you'll be automatically accepted. We are test optional, and that's with the other pathway. So if you're a little below 2.75 and still want to come to Alma, please, I encourage you to do so. What you'd have to do is test scores or complete an interview. Once we get your application, so your application includes the essay and your high school transcript and maybe your test scores if you need it. It only takes about a week for us to give you a decision. And especially if I'm your rep, then I'll do it as soon as possible. But we're looking for next year of also being test optional. So for this year, next year, and hopefully for the foreseeable future, we're going to be a test optional institution. So this is Mercy. So she's the one in the chat. So contact us, please contact us. This is our general admissions email, as well as our number, and follow us on Instagram. But if you need something, we're also going to put my contact information. So that way, if you just have little personal questions, or you just want to know a friendly face to talk to, then you can always email us. Oh, Jane.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that there, Gabriel. We're going to move right along now to our last and final presentation here with Valparaiso University. Hope I didn't butcher that too much.
You did a little, but that's okay. Yeah, Valparaiso University. Can you see my screen?
Sure can.
Awesome, awesome. Well, my name is Nancy Janke, and I am from Valparaiso University. And hold on just a minute here. There we go. Valparaiso, Indiana is located just south of Chicago, about an hour. And we have a town of about 33,000 students. We are right near the Indiana State Dunes. And so there's lots of things to do. You can see a screenshot of our campus. So we have transportation to Chicago. A lot of our classes and professors use and go into Chicago for purposes of classes. So lots of things to do. The town of Valpo is very cute and lots of things going on there. So a lot of interaction between Valparaiso, Indiana as a town and the university. We were founded in 1859. And again, you can see part of our campus. It's beautiful. Our student body, our undergrad student body is right around 3,200 students. We are an independent Lutheran university. However, we have students of all faiths and we welcome everyone of all faiths. And even if you don't have a faith, we definitely welcome you and hope that you come and check us out. We are under the umbrella of Valpo. We have 5 academic colleges. So we have the College of Arts and Science, College of Business, College of Engineering, which is ranked 13th in the country. We have our College of Nursing and Health Professions. And then we have the 3rd oldest honors college in the country called Christ College. And we're different because we're not just an honors program. We actually have our own building. We have our faculty is specifically teaching Christ College classes. And so they are 100% dedicated to those honors students. You are invited to apply to Christ College if you meet the criteria. And we're actually modeled by Christ College out of Cambridge, England. So it's a very unique experience. We have over 70 different majors across our colleges. Our PA program, physician assistant program, is direct admit. In fact, all of our programs are direct admit. So there's no going 2 years and then hoping you get into a nursing program or an engineering program. That is encouraging to a lot of our students because you know that you are getting that experience immediately as soon as you start at Valpo. We have a very deep sense of community at Valparaiso University, both among our students and our faculty and our staff. We also have a lot of support services, including our Career Center, very involved with all of our colleges. We've got learning centers. We have Access and Accommodation Resource Center. If you would need anything at all regarding residence hall or perhaps food allergies, anything like that, we are there to help our students and make their college experience the best that it can possibly be. You can see we've been consistently ranked through US News and World Report for best value, best college in Midwest for undergrad teaching. So you are definitely getting a wonderful experience. As many of the other universities here, 100% of your classes are taught by professors, most of them PhDs. So they go beyond the academics to get to know you as a student, not as a person, and not just, academically. Lots of things to do, over 100 different groups on campus. We've got 17 national fraternity and sororities on campus, if Greek Life is something that you're interested in getting involved with. Our UPC, or University Programming Council, plans all of the fun on campus. We bring in concerts, we bring in, all sorts of activities, rock wall climbing, all that stuff. And they also sponsor trips to Chicago and around the Midwest. We are a Division I athletic school, if that's not you, or you've retired after high school, we have very competitive intramural and club sports. And like a lot of the schools, we have a very extensive study abroad program. Like I said, we are a Lutheran university, but don't have to be Lutheran, but we have lots of service and faith opportunities throughout the year. Chapel every day, but not required. And then, of course, we're very steeped in the arts and sciences and the fine arts. So, and one great thing is, like, if you are an engineer and you love music and that's a hobby, you can still stay involved and be involved in the music side of things. So we have our own museum of art, the Brower Museum, and every event on campus is free to our students. So you can check it all out. Division I athletics, we have 22 different teams that our 400 athletes participate in. You can see the different conferences here. Basketball is a big deal, especially, but we've had a great season. Our women's soccer team just tied for the regional for their division in the Missouri Valley. We lost to Loyola, unfortunately, but they had a great season. So next steps, we are fully open. We are accepting in-person visits. Our schedule is booked every single day, every week. You can apply for free, Common App, or our own. And our application opens August 1st. Test optional. We would love to have you. We are available, our counselors. So reach out, valpo.edu. We'd love to see you.
Thanks so much, Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, now I'm actually going to ask all of the presenters to bring their videos back up because I've got a question for you, and I'll have you answer in the same order in which y'all presented here. But the question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And Northern Michigan University, what would you kick us off with this?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jay. I think you really can't underestimate the vibe. Like, there's so much going on with academics and what are you going to be when you grow up and all these really important process items. But when you visit a campus, when you kind of feel out the network and the people around it, definitely don't put that aside. Like, you really need to love where you are, see yourself with the people, and really feel good about that. So I would say as much as important as the other things are, just also don't forget about what it feels like just personally for you too, being on campus and being in that town or environment.
Great, yeah, absolutely. Kettering?
Yeah, I would kind of add on to that. I mean, it sounds like everybody's starting to allow campus visits again, which is a huge part of the college search. So just have an open mind, go check out some campuses and try to talk to current students, right? I mean, admissions reps, we're all phenomenal resources, but talk to the students because they're the ones that are living it and doing it and taking these degrees and going off and being successful with it. So definitely try to use those resources as much as possible through those current students.
Beautiful, thank you. Michigan Technological University.
Yeah, I love Jillian's answer, so I will second that. The other thing I would say is this process doesn't have to be super stressful. you will be awesome no matter where you end up going to school. Even if it's not the dream school you always thought you would go to or wanted to get into, you will be awesome no matter where you go. It's what you make of it. And don't ever hesitate to reach out to current students. I think that's awesome advice, but also admissions people. We're here to answer your questions. There's literally never been a dumb question I've ever been asked in my 18 years of doing this job. So ask the questions. That's what we're here for.
Beautiful. And Hope College, what do you have to add?
Yeah, I think on top of that, just you said talking to current students, I think that's super important. Even talking to somebody who went to that college 10 years ago. I think just having that perspective and the different stories, because everyone's experience is unique and different, and yours might be just like theirs, it might be very different. But I think having those different voices talk to you will be very helpful.
Absolutely. Alma College?
I would love to, I feel like everyone's taken all the good ones. So I would like to just say that find a college that really cares about you. So find a college that's accepting of you for who you are, your background, who you want to be, and see what resource they have for you, not just academically or socially, but mentally, emotionally, physically, because that's also important, especially in these 4 years. It's going to be hard, but make sure that wherever you go, you have a family there that really cares about you and all of you, and will support you no matter what.
Great, thank you. Nancy, what do you have to add here?
Well, I would just say that, you may have an idea of what you want to do, but I really encourage you to dial into your passion and your gifts and your talents, and also go in with an open mind. If you're not sure what you want to do in college, maybe go in exploratory or something, but really dial in on what do you love to do and what are you passionate about? Because you've always, you might have heard that saying, my job isn't a job because I love it so much. You really, really want to have a job, after college that you love and do what you love doing. So as been said earlier, lean on us, your admissions counselors. We're here to help you. Take advantage of all the, whether it's virtual or in person, the opportunities to see what schools are about and what their vibe is and what their mission is, and if that resonates with you. So because you do need to be at a place that you feel like it's home, for you. So that's my advice.
Great. Well, I just want to say thank you to the 6 of you for being here and giving your time and telling us all about those great options that all of you watching at home, either live or with a recording here, have available to you. And thank you so much for all of you who are here spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We greatly appreciate it. So when you close out of here, there will be a short 4-question survey that we at StriveScan would love for you to give us your feedback on. Also, this is just one of many sessions that are happening. So if you want to register for more, learn about more great college fairs going on, we can definitely help with that. And this session has been recorded. So within about 1 week, it will be available to you. If your question didn't get answered or you need to get that contact info again, you can totally do that at strivescan.com/Michigan. I'm going to go ahead here and stop sharing my screen. You all have a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks, Jay.
Bye now.
Bye, everybody.